What's going on, everyone? Hope you've been keeping well, and welcome to another video where we just talk about stuff. And today, talking about how smaller channels have so many gems to offer on YouTube. I'm a smaller channel myself, or at least I would consider myself a smaller channel. Not to say this about mine, but just more so about just a lot of the value that you can kind of chop up from just a lot of the smaller creators. And I think there's specific reasons for this. We're not talking about YouTube Shorts, we're talking about just general kind of long form sort of content on this photo video. And it's because they provide more value, because their goal obviously is to grow, is to kind of, they're hungry, if that makes sense. They're hungry to kind of provide value and bring more people to the channel based on that value, right? Whereas a lot of these kind of bigger channels, they're more kind of specifically targeting parts of your brain, like your dopamine and stuff like that. For example, with the most kind of clickbaity titles or pictures and content that will have to keep you stimulated, because what does that do? Generates them more money. Not only that, but the more kind of stimulation that they kind of receive from you, obviously the more success that they're gonna have, which isn't a bad thing. Again, they're growing their kind of sort of empire of channels and stuff like that, and that's why they're very successful in doing so. And I think the normal sort of smaller channels, they kind of show you what it is to be normal. They have that kind of relatability sort of aspect to them, and I don't think they're as much so kind of geared towards that kind of profit building, you know, just kind of using the sort of science, studying how the human brain works and kind of making content based on that. It's more so just, alright, I'm gonna upload a video, hopefully it can help people out. And I think this is kind of like fast food, for example, right? You have your McDonald's and all that stuff, and yeah, and the food might be on the cheaper side, although in this economy maybe not. But again, the quality isn't as high as you would get from, say, a family-run business where they look after you, they take care of you, kind of thing. They make sure that you're satisfied. And I've been seeing a lot of smaller channels, kind of relatability. They kind of do like this sort of daily uploads, just kind of documenting their life, helping people that are kind of in the similar sort of thing. It's nice to watch. It's very relaxing, and I think it's a very kind of different sort of twist on content compared to, you know, your like the top 10 most viewed videos today, for example. It's very, very different, and I kind of like that. It kind of gives that sort of local aspect, that kind of more of a community kind of sense where, yeah, everyone might be strangers on the internet, but there's again that level of relatability. Not to say that big channels don't have that, by the way, but I'm saying I don't think a lot of big channels have that. Sunset looks really nice here. Wow. One thing about this game, I actually don't think it's really as bad as people said it is. I've always enjoyed the crew, to be honest. I just like this being able to drive around freely and stuff like that, and to be honest, for me, it does the job. I mean, yeah, it could have had its improvements, but I don't think it's that bad. Plus I did get this on sale, so yeah, it was worth the price because I got it for quite cheap. But I have not played it enough, mainly because I just like cruising around and racing games. But another thing with the kind of smaller channels as well is that, one, they will obviously typically engage with you more. They kind of make you feel more appreciated. And again, like I said, that's a thing that a lot of people, when they make content, they don't really do, because it's hard when you reach that kind of higher level, because again, you've got so much to deal with at that point, so much, it's difficult. But it's nice to see, especially nowadays. We've obviously seen with people like, for example, not sure if you guys would know who Sam Sulik is, but he's like a guy, and he really has the most kind of chill content. Like, you could just have that on in the background and whatever you're doing, and like it's just nice content to watch, you know, sometimes. And he kind of proved that, again, like I said, with the whole daily uploads, you don't have to kind of do the most when it comes to making content. It can just be just a camera and you. And I think that kind of uniqueness as well, kind of, like, you can't replicate that in any kind of other way. Because again, it's you, specifically you, your kind of own individual in front of the camera. Yeah, you can get like obviously faceless channels. A lot of people do content and stuff like that, but when it's kind of just specific to you and what you kind of have to offer, that's kind of like an edge in itself. So I definitely recommend for people, even if you're watching this, like just get a camera out, document it. It doesn't have to be for YouTube. It doesn't even have to be for views or anything like that. It could just be messages to yourself in the future. It could be messages that, or like just looking back on your life. It could be a whole host of things. Make it whatever you want. And if you're not really interested in doing that kind of stuff, you don't have to either. Because I know sometimes the camera can seem like it can be very consuming. Like you have to always record and it takes it away from whatever you're doing. I get that. An alternative solution for that is, yeah, just record maybe like 10% of what it is that you're doing. The other 90% you can enjoy. At least you have something for the memories, and maybe you can help someone out. And if you are someone who is kind of trying to be a content creator, and if you're trying to make that kind of your main thing, hey, keep going, man. Because you're not going to gain anything from not carrying on, you know. It's sometimes, I know it sounds very simple and logic, but sometimes we need to hear that logic in order to make things kind of happen more. And even if it is something that you're struggling with, make your life easier. You don't have to focus on the highest quality or whatever it is. Like, I'm just here talking a whole bunch whilst I'm playing a game. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. Again, if you're trying to make content your main thing, then just carry on, keep improving, keep collecting that data, keep kind of working towards it. You will eventually find your way. Remember, you have to kind of find them kind of creative solutions to those kind of problems with your kind of content. Otherwise, you're not going to have as much of an edge as you might think you do. The more you kind of have to offer your audience, the better. Like, for example, if you're gaming, you can maybe use your personality alongside that. Or maybe it could be you could use humor alongside that. Whatever it is that is your kind of thing, just do it. Figure it out. Spend time with yourself and figure it out. But yeah, I feel like I'm like one of them uncles at the barbecue just talking a whole bunch of nonsense now. So I'm going to end the video there. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you did find some value in it. Yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's upload. We'll be back. Stay blessed. And yeah, peace.